welcome to my update video on my Hognose snake. As you can see, she is shedding. Probably can't see it that well, but her head is not shed correctly. I'm gonna have to give her a bath after this. She loves her baths. She's very well tempered, as you can see. She's never tried to bite me. She doesn't even really hiss. She's never tried to extend her body in a way to look like a cobra either, which is a little sad because I do love that, because my favorite snakes are cobras. As you can see, she's really nice. Never had an issue with her. She feeds perfectly. She's only not eaten her 3rd week here, and that's only because she entered her shed. But even with that stuck shed, she ate her pinky. I did feed her live because even if they do get that big, I don't think it'll be that big of an issue for her to eat them as long as she doesn't eat, big mice. I know she'll just shove down any meal she gets. She ate a couple of pinkies her first meal just because I want to get her a little bit bigger. She had no issues with it. She accepted them all and all that. I love her belly. Definitely the best part, but as you can see, she's very stuck to my finger. But I love their black pattern on their stomach. I wish I could show you, but there's no way she's going to allow me to because she's just so active. She loves to go around her cage in the day and just lay in her her aspen bedding. It's her bedding that I gave her that my ball python does not have. It actually has newspaper because his humidity and all that stuff is good with the newspaper, and I'd rather not risk it. But she loves it. She will either burrow into the corners on the cold side, or she will just go into the middle and go under her hide for her heat spot. She's a really good snake. Never had an issue with her. I've held her quite a lot too. And her birthday is coming up soon, so yay, she'll be 1. Hopefully she'll get a little bit bigger. I really want to get her girth up. I don't plan to breed her or anything, but I feel like with a little bit more weight on her, she would do a lot better. She's got a very strong grip. You can't tell, but she is really wrapped around me right now. That nose can be quite annoying because she'll try to burrow into my skin. There's a little close-up on her face. She'll be getting a good bath after this. This will be her 3rd bath. I've given her everything I could to try to get her to get that shed off, but she's having issues. So I'll just keep her in a nice warm bath for a bit of a while. I know they're not supposed to have that high of humidity, so I don't want to do it for that long. I hear high humidity is really bad for these guys. I know you're supposed to do it for when they're shedding, but I just keep her humidity at room temperature. So it'd be about 40 to 50, mattering on which part of her cage, which is good enough. The camera probably does not do justice on her looks. She is just gorgeous, and does not help that she is shedding either. She is probably definitely become one of my more favorite snakes. These guys are just so interesting, and their little spunky attitude when you come into the cage and just hear them hiss, and you just pick them up and they just stop. They're quite the intimidators, but they don't do jack squat. But that's what's nice about them. They got a nice personality. She doesn't really like being pet like this. It makes her move. My corn snake will allow me to pet him and not move or anything, but she just does not like really being pet. My ball python doesn't mind being pet either, but she just doesn't like it. Probably feels weird for her. She does have different skills than a ball python and a corn snake, which are pretty cool. They actually feel really interesting. As you can tell, she's not even really head shy. You see, I can do that. She doesn't do anything. She is not head shy like my corn snake, but now you heard her hiss. My ball python is really head shy-ish. I don't know what she's doing. She's just a little weird. Usually she's more active, but I know for a hognose right now there'd be burmating, I think is what it was called. But obviously since she has 24/7 heat in her cage, she won't do that. she has been enjoying her cold side like my corn snake. So, as you can see, she always does that around corners. She'll like nudge her nose against my finger to go around the corners. But if you've never owned a hognose snake, I'd highly recommend them. These guys are awesome. They got a lot of spunky attitude. And they're just big, fat bluffers for the most part. She's never tried to bite me. She's never even false struck me. She just starts up a hissy fit when I get into the cage, but the moment you touch her, she'll start hissing. But if you pick her up any bit, she just stops. She has musked on me all over her log, which was gross. But other than that, it's only been a one-time occasion. And thankfully, it's only been a one-time occasion. She's a very interested snake in things as well. I mean, you put her down, she'll go everywhere, or she'll just stay around. Like, if you put her on the bed, she'll just stay with you for a bit, and then get really curious about something and go explore. She's good on baths. Whenever I give her a bath, she'll just stay there. The only issue is she keeps her head way, way above the water, so I have to make sure the humidity touches her face, because, like, you can see, that stuck shed. But she's gorgeous, and I can't wait for her to grow bigger. I might get another hognose, probably a male, and try breeding, but I'm not really sure because I know a lot about ball python breeding, but not much on corn snakes or hognoses. I know you're supposed to let them brumate and stuff to cool down, and excuse me, she's my girl, and I don't really want to not be able to hold her and all that stuff, so she might never be bred. But look at that, she's so nice and so cute. I would highly recommend buying those guys from those guys. They definitely take care of their animals. They're able to tell me everything I needed to know about her. Any questions I had, they answered immediately, same day response. So I cannot recommend them enough. If you are ever planning to get a hognose snake, definitely get from them. I'm pretty sure they always sell hognoses because they have a big list of hognoses. I doubt they wouldn't breed. I know they have a lot of different mutes, so there's a lot of interesting things you can get from them. She's just a normal, she's not even het for anything, but I just wanted a normal one. I thought they look a lot better. I'm not really that big of a fan on the mutes for these guys. I mean, maybe in the future they'll be more interesting. Hopefully. I have a lot of different mutes, a lot to choose from. I don't know if they have any normal ones left, but or, well, if they added any because she was the last one when I got her. But there's a lot of cool ones you can definitely get. They're not even that expensive, so definitely refer to my review guide on them if you want to go buy a hognose snake. Like I said, very highly recommended. Can't recommend them enough. Hopefully when I get my next snake, they can be as good as them. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me.